Yes guys, it's FPL Guy here and welcome back to the FPL Guy YouTube channel. How's everyone doing today? So before you skip the first part of the video, I have a very special guest with me today, Mr. Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is with me today and we're going to have a little interview with him and ask him some very popular questions and get some answers from him. So welcome Ronaldo. Obviously you've just joined your home, Manchester United. How are you feeling?
I feel happy.
Amazing, of course. You're back home, where you belong. Must be a great feeling. Okay, so I want to get straight into it. The main question, we always hear this, Messi or Ronaldo, Messi or Ronaldo, Ronaldo or Messi. But I know deep down you're truly thinking, FPL Guy or Ronaldo. I know that. So, can you answer this simple question? Do you think FPL Guy is a better footballer than you? Shooting, dribbling, free kicks, penalties, headering, tactics, overall, just an overall footballer, do you think FPL Guy is better than you?
I think so, yes.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ronaldo has just confirmed that FPL Guy is a better footballer than him. Man, this is going to hit the news different. Well, thank you very much, Ronaldo. That's all the time you're going to get. That's enough exposure for you for one day. And maybe I'll have you on another time. Take care. Alright, mate. Chill out. And with that, let's move on to the Gameweek 4 review, I guess. Alright, so let's have a look. 65 points coming out of Gameweek 4. Above average of 57, which we like to see. Again, not the best rank. I saw quite a nice ranks of 80 plus. If you were anywhere above 75, then you had probably a very nice green arrow. 65 points for me, and we'll talk about what really went wrong and what went right. So starting off at the back, so Sanchez with the clean sheet, exactly what we like to see. His second clean sheet of the season, and hopefully a couple more to come. Moving on to the defense, Reguilon was the transfer in that I made. And of course, Spurs were going to concede against Crystal Palace, not just once, not twice, but 3 times. Of course that was going to happen once I bring him in. Moving on to the Wolves, clean sheet, we'll take it. Cody coming out with 6 points, thank you. Shaw, unfortunately no clean sheet here, but an assist, his first assist, and he created a couple of chances in that game as well. So that's very nice. And then Ben White coming in with that clean sheet, got a yellow card, so he got 5 points, but we'll take it. Moving on to the midfield, Fernandes, what a goal he scored, what a goal that was. And this is why I kept him. He created a lot of chances, he had a lot of chances for himself as well. So just because Ronaldo is here, I don't think he's going to just fall down a slope now. He's definitely still a great option, and that's why I kept him. And I expect him against West Ham, Aston Villa, Everton, he could still get some great points. Jota, how did this man not get any points? I have no idea. He had some amazing chances. He even created a couple of chances for Mane, but I don't think it was his fault, to be honest. He had some chances, he got quite unlucky with it, so unfortunately he did blank. And Salah, Mr. Salah, he was my captain, came out with just 1 goal, 8 points. I'm not going to complain, it's still some points, but I was hoping for a little bit more after the Ronaldo 13-point haul. And then Ben Rama, unfortunately blanking, and also coming off a little bit early, 62 minutes. Moving on to the front 2, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, what a way to start. 2 goals in front of the fans, amazing. If you didn't have him, then definitely get him in now. And then Mr. Antonio getting an unneeded red card. And unfortunately, now we'll miss Gameweek 5. And he was playing at United anyway, but I'll talk about him in just a moment. And then moving on to the bench, nothing special here. Sissoko and Ayling both blanking, but both of them do have some nice fixtures, so we could potentially play them there. It's tradition now, so let's have a look at the FPL Guy mini league and see who is on top now. We have Pizza Hut vs Domino's on the top of the mini league. I'll take some Domino's please. 84 points with a -4 hit, so 80 points, a very nice score here. Let's have a look at your team. So Sanchez in goal, nice clean sheet. Trent, Marcel doing absolute business here, very nice. And actually let's have a look at your 3 transfers before we look at the rest of your team. So you got Ronaldo, Traore and Marcel. Obviously after seeing Gameweek 4 how it turned out, amazing picks. And you removed Ings, Son and Cresswell. Cresswell did get 8 points, but Marcel obviously did do better. So that's very nice. Let's go back and review the rest of your team. So yeah, White and Shaw both getting 5 points, very nice. Greenwood with the assist, quite a lucky assist, but I guess all the Greenwood owners will be very happy with it. Salah vice captain with a goal. Nice. Traore with another blank. That's now 4 blanks in a row, even though he's been creating a lot of chances and his expected goal involvement is still pretty high. He has some very nice fixtures coming up, so let's see if he can get some sort of return. Although I say that, Brentford do have one of the best defense in the league at the moment. And then finally, Rafinha against Liverpool was a blank, but these fixtures are just amazing, so definitely a very nice pick. Antonio, I mean, a lot of us had him. He'll miss game week 5 unfortunately, and I'll talk about him as I mentioned a little bit later on. Ronaldo, captain, very nice, congratulations, 13 points, double to 26, that is phenomenal. And let's have a quick look at your bench. Calvert-Lewin, okay, I guess, who would have came on for you? That's an interesting one. I would have thought you may be playing a 3-4-3, so maybe one of White or Shaw came on, so I mean, that's pretty cool. You got some points off your bench. And Calvert-Lewin looks like he's out for a couple of weeks. Let's see what FPL says. 2nd of October. So yeah, he won't be an option for a couple of weeks now. Let's look at the first page of the FPL Guy Mini League and see who else is on top. We have Vardy is greater than Drogba. Now, I'm not going to start a conversation about that, but that's a conversation you can have in the comments. Vardy greater than Drogba. 2nd, and then 3rd we have Sergio, and I'll just scroll down. If you're on this list, then you've had a cracking start. Let's see the rank. Whoa, I did not even see that before. Your rank top 1k, and also in 2nd place you're also top 1k. Damn, that's pretty sick. So let me scroll down. If you're honestly on this list, then you've had a cracking start and congratulations to you. So let's scroll down. We're still in the top 30k here. It's quite incredible, guys. Well done if you saw your name on this list. And now let's move on to my Game Week 5 plan. So obviously the big mistake from last week was removing Trent. I knew it was going to be a risk, but I did not expect him to get a double-digit haul. And with the fixtures he's got at the moment, I just knew that he was going to get some sort of points, but I was just hoping that Fernandes could do better. Now, I still back my decision completely. It's not all over yet because it hurts to say this, but I was going to get in Gray for Fernandes and then get Ronaldo in. So that was just my option and that would have cost me nothing. But instead, because I really wanted to keep Fernandes as well as get Ronaldo in, that meant I had to remove El Ghazi to get in Sissoko. And then the only option I had was to remove Trent to Regulion, who I just went with. So I could have gone for someone like Soufal, who I was actually looking at, and also the Everton defenders, which where Keane actually did score. But at the end, I went for Regulion playing against Crystal Palace and unfortunately couldn't keep the clean sheet and no attacking returns for him. So that is a disappointment. However, that move that I did make for a -4, I did consider it for the next 4 game weeks because I'll be wildcarding in game week 8. So I had game week 4, 5, 6 and 7 for that move to pay off. So although I'm still down in terms of the move that I made, however, I still have 3 more game weeks, so hopefully Fernandes and whatever defender I play can outscore Trent and Gray, because that was my other option that I could have gone for. Okay, so enough of me crying about my Game Week 4 decisions. Let's talk about the Game Week 5 plan. So currently, I can actually play a 4-5-1 and just bench Antonio and then have 2 free transfers the following game week. Or I guess the better decision is to just play a 4-4-2 and bench Sissoko, because I could still play him against Norwich, but I mean, it's unlikely that he's going to get any points. So what I could do is remove Antonio, which is obviously the very obvious pick, or it's a very obvious decision. And we actually have exactly 7.8 because I have no money in the bank. So I've got 7.8 to spend. So unfortunately, Bamford is 0.12 expensive for me to get. And that hurts. Calvert-Lewin was the other option, but he was way too expensive and he's injured now anyway, so he's really not an option. So it's only Bamford that I could have really gone for. So now I've got 7.8 to spend. So at the moment, I'm thinking about 3 players. They are Richarlison, Wilson and Jimenez. Wilson and Jimenez at 7.4, Richarlison currently at 7.5. Now with Richarlison, even though Everton scored 3 in the last game, he wasn't involved in any, and that is a little bit concerning. I haven't actually looked at his stats, so his expected goals, assists, expected goal involvement, that kind of stuff. However, if he's not even involved in 3 goals and previous 2 games he's also blanked, then maybe I might avoid him for the time being. And that leaves just Wilson and Jimenez. Now I have actually looked at their stats previously, and they're both incredibly similar in terms of their heat maps and the type of stats that they're putting out. And they're both going to be on penalties. So I guess the best way to then distinguish them is going to be their fixtures. So if I pop in Wilson here now and then just write Jimenez so we can just see him. And having a look at their fixtures. So next game, Newcastle will have Leeds and Wolves will be playing Brentford. Now Brentford actually are very solid in defense. So I'm not sure if they can actually break them down. Although their attacking stats are incredibly good, they're just not scoring. Their shooting is just not good enough. Their finishing, Traore's finishing is not good enough, and Jimenez is taking up a more of a creative role. So if he's creating the chances and someone like Traore is shooting, his finishing, as we've seen, is not great. So I don't know if that's going to convert into goals as often as we like. So maybe in this fixture, Wilson could be better because we know how attacking Leeds are. It could leave some space for Wilson to exploit and potentially get some sort of attacking return. After that, Newcastle play Watford and Wolves going to play Southampton. That's fairly a 50-50 there. I guess I would still edge towards that Watford fixture as being a slightly better fixture. So that one's kind of a tough one to call. And then after that game, they actually play each other. So that could be interesting. I do expect Wolves to win in that game and potentially keep a clean sheet. So not too good for Wilson. And then once we have played those games, we have now reached game week 8. And this is where I plan to wildcard. So essentially, I'm just looking at the next 3 fixtures. So if you were in this situation, would you rather go Wilson, Jimenez, or even Richarlison? Which one would you go for? At the moment, I'm leaning towards Wilson, and obviously that is only if he's fit for game week 5. So this is how most likely I'll be starting my game week 5, with the exception of Antonio, who will most likely become either a Jimenez or a Wilson. And in my opinion, at the moment, I'm leaning towards Wilson. As for captaincy, it's currently on Salah, and I think he's going to be the most captained player in Game Week 5. If I want to go slightly differential, I could look at Jota, but again, his minutes are always under pressure, especially if Firmino comes back, and I'm not quite sure if he's expected to return in Game Week 5. If he is, then I probably won't go for Jota. If he isn't, then maybe as a differential I could look at him. And then we always have Ronaldo, who is looking phenomenal, and after the Champions League game today, he again scored. So he's definitely looking to get a couple more goals, and maybe against West Ham without their main striker, they could set up a slightly different, which could benefit the United attack. And if you're feeling extra cheeky, you could put the armband on Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now this man has created 20 chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is the most of any player in the Premier League. So he's on another level at the moment, and you could put the armband on him, and you should probably expect potentially an attacking return and definitely a clean sheet. So we'll leave it at that for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, then please consider subscribing. You definitely won't regret it. And also dropping a like on the video, that would be absolutely awesome. If you want to see another footballer coming onto the FPL Guy YouTube channel, then let's drop 30 likes on the video and we can make that happen. And finally guys, if you haven't already joined the FPL Guy mini league, then the code is at the top of the screen, or you can find the link down in the description. So definitely do join that. And apart from that guys, good luck for Game Week 5, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.